Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Meeting is being live stream.
Ma'am, whether the
Davis will
live
start.
is yes, ma'am. Whether the live is progressed, ma'am.
Started it.
I have given live, ma'am. I have given
Yeah, yeah.
live,
It
ma'am.
is live streamed. It has shown the message. It has live streamed.
Oh, okay, ma'am.
Yeah, it has come, Davis. Even YouTube it is going.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Davis, you can start up.
Yes, ma'am. Coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is progress. Working together is success. Ladies and gentlemen, myself IGEN Davis, and I'm currently representing as a student coordinator of IGEN and Save Club, here to be the presenter of this tremendous event. And now, welcome you all to the land of supremacy, innovation, and intelligence in influencing sustainability all over the globe. None other than the land of institution of green engineers. And now presenting to you IGEN Environthon 2025 Preconference 2 with the theme of discussion towards from soil to sky, the Panchabhutas path to ecological wisdom. As we march towards the commencement of the conclave, please allow me to introduce to you our board of director of the Institution of Green Engineers, Engineer D. Gokul, to present the opening remarks.
Yeah. So good evening to all present here. So thanks to Davis, who is the event host of this program. So very important, the Environthon 2025. We are going ahead with the pre-conference too. So it's a non-stop 30 hours conference for the minimum. And maybe I think it may touch even 40 hours of the event, where we are going to talk about the COP30, what really the conference of parties are going to discuss about it. And we are going to bring up the 5 elemental, that is the Panchabhutas. So definitely, I think the pre-conference one has happened last week, the same day. And we had a lot of deliberations from the speakers as well as from the elemental heads. And today we have initiated this pre-conference too. And especially, I think the Panchabhutas, which is going to be a pathway to the ecological wisdom. So we had a wonderful speakers from across the Pan-India who has already been joined. And definitely, Environthon is the third edition of this Pan-India. It's not a Pan-India, we can see it's a global conference where we are the only one organization who have been initiated to make this a conference of parties, what really the discussion is going to happen at, and we are going to raise the voice for Mother Earth. The Earth is already suffering with a fever, the temperature is getting increased, and who can able to stop it? It's almost like 800 million people who's living in this Earth, and more than us, I think there are more than a proper binded ecosystem, like a microorganism to mammals, which is are all placing together. I think this is very important. I think we need to take a task and we need to raise our voice, and Mother Earth has to be protected. And it cannot be protected only by a few people. I think it has to taken to the all the global people. We know the almost the Earth is going to take it up in a very various directions on climate change, as well as the increase in the temperature, which brings a lot of global effect on greenhouse warming. But it is time that we need to bring up the next generation, that we can able to promise to the Mother Earth, that we can able to show how we could able to reduce the temperature. That's what this IGEN Environthon 2025 is going to organize. And it's going to be planned on September 13th and 14th. And the mega event is being planned. On behalf of that, as the IGEN director and the Environthon, the responsible person, along with my organizing secretaries, as well as the elemental heads and the student coordinators who have initiated a lot of event. And today we are hosting this pre-conference too in the online. So I would like to thank all the speakers who have been joined here, as well as the elemental head who is going to make a good initiate. And we are going to continue another 3 more pre-conference along with offline, where our the August event, which is going to plan in September 13th and 14th. So without wasting more time, I would like to hand over the sessions to welcome address as well as to the Davis for making this event successful. And once again, thanks to all the people. And we are there to save our Mother Earth. And it's only not we. I think we need to join 800 million people who is around the earth, and definitely, and we need to make our earth, Mother Earth, as a clean and green. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Engineer D. Gokul, for your professional address in making perfections throughout the execution of this event. Now it's my pleasure and privilege to invite one shining galaxy of the Institution of Green Engineers, Dr. K. Manimala, to enlighten the virtual gathering with her welcoming address.
Okay, thank you, Davies. So, good evening to one and all gathered here. So, it's a pleasant evening. And now everyone, nearly most of the Tamil Nadu is expecting for the audio launch and the trailer of Coolie movie, the Superstars movie. But we few people have gathered here for a good event for the cause of climate control, the Environthon's pre-conference too. So as music director Anirudh has said, it's a rock star with a rap star with a superstar. Here, we are starting the event with the rock star Environthon and with the rap star, today's Panjabhuta speakers, the eminent 5 speakers today for each and every element. Then with the superstar IGEN, we are inaugurating this event. So this is actually the pre-conference too, and I welcome all the IGEN greenhouse, that is a local universe, the IGEN green universe to rock in international level, headed by our president, Dr. Ramesh sir. And I welcome our IGEN directors as well as our IGEN team headed by Dr. Ishrat ma'am, Dr. Preeta George ma'am, and all our other elemental heads, 5 elemental heads I welcome. So hope this event will really be successful like all our previous events. So let us rock again. So once again, ma'am, somebody's talk is there. Please mute. Okay. Okay, Devi. So thank you for the nice opportunity, Google sir, for me. So let us start this event with a grand gala level event. Thank you so much all. Welcome all for this meeting.
Thank you, Dr. K. Manimala, for your well-wishing welcoming address in acknowledging the attendees of this event. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting next to you on this beautiful occasion, joining us will be our Organizing Secretary of IGEN Environthon 2025, Dr. Ishrat Meera Mirzana, to present the information in the making of IGEN Environthon 2025.
Thank you, Davis, for that introduction. I welcome you all once again on behalf of IGEN family. This IGEN Environthon 2025 is the 3rd edition of a non-stop marathon certified by the Limca Book of Records and also the World Book of Records London, which will feature 30 continuous hours of deliberations on Panchabhutas. This is the 3rd edition. The first edition was in 2020, which focused on the biodiversity. And in 2024, we focused on Panchabhutas. A step ahead is now in this Environthon 2025, we are focusing on Panchabhutas in line with SDGs and also the COP30. So this event will unite 30 partners from 30 countries, various states and 30 districts with 399 speakers, which will include the international, national, and also the speakers from the state levels, who will be contributing insights on 30 climate action targets aligned with the SDGs and the 30 themes that are connected with the COP30, that is UN Climate Change Conference, which will take place in Brazil from 10th to 21st November 2025. The outcome and deliberations will be the inputs that will be presenting to the COP30 during the event. The theme of IGEN Environthon 2025 is climate adaptation and financing to sustain harmony with the 5 elements, Panchabhutas, that is the earth, air, fire, water, and the space. And the theme aims to support climate change mitigation in alignment with the Sustainable Development Goals and will contribute actionable summit recommendations for the COP30. So we are able to organize this with the support from our session partners, the Light Millennium, EduTech Global, UAE, Smiles for Millions Trust, Greek Astronomy and Space Company. Then we have the Global Sustainable Futures Network, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam International Foundation, Sustainable Development Council, Power Projects, and Elegant Empire Education. This marathon is more than a record because it is a movement to energize the planet for a sustainable future. I'm thankful to each and every person who joined us for this pre-conference, where we'll be having the deliberation about the Panchabhutas. Thank you. Over to you, Davis.
Thank you, Dr. Ishrat Mira Mirsano, for your superior exclamation in expressing about the execution of IGEN Environthon 2025. Joining us will be Dr. E. Kavita, Managing Editor of the IGEN Environthon 2025, to inform us about the call for papers of IGEN Environthon 2025.
Thank you, there, and thanks, there, David. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. A very good evening to one and all present here. I'm Dr. Kavita, Managing Editor for the Handbook of Panchabhutas for Planet and People. Really, it takes immense pleasure for me to welcome you all for this pre-conference too. Regarding this call for papers, there is a Handbook of Panchabhutas. The Institution of Green Engineers is inviting collaborative authors to contribute to a unique and transformative publication titled Handbook of Panchabhutas for Planet and People, which will serve as the official proceeding of the IGEN Environthon 2025 marathon scheduled for September 2025. This initiative is a part of IGEN's broader mission to promote sustainability and environmental stewardship through interdisciplinary and integrative research. The central theme of the handbook is integrative and transdisciplinary research approaches towards COP and SDGs attainment. The publication is intended to be the landmark reference combining scientific, academic, industrial, and global policy perspectives in support of sustainable development goals and the climate action framework under COP30. This prestigious volume will be led by distinguished editors Dr. A. Shivadanu Pillai, Padma Bhushan and Padma Shri awardee, and founder of BrahMos Aerospace, serving as the Honorable Chief Editor, and Professor Dr. Jensbo Holm Nielsen from Aalborg University, Denmark, as a Chief Editor. Their expertise will guide the scholarly direction and ensure the quality and global relevance of the publication. The book is structured around the concept of Panchabhutas: earth, prithvi, water, jal, fire, agni, air, vayu, and space, akash, each representing critical nature elements that are deeply connected to sustainability. Each element will contain 9 chapters, carefully aligned with relevant SDGs and COP30 objectives. Topics include sustainable land use, clean water strategies, renewable energy, and ecosystem resilience, breathable urban air, and responsible development of outer space technologies. Contributors must submit their willingness to participate as early as possible, and researchers, faculty, doctoral students, PG students, UG students, policy professionals, industry practitioners, and community leaders, and from all the disciplines are encouraged to support interdisciplinary and transdisciplinary approaches are especially welcome. And who can contribute for this? And the submission requirements are: authors must submit a full paper, minimum of 4 pages, strictly aligned with one of the chapters under any one of the elements. Paper must present original research, review, case studies, policy framework, or innovative solutions aligned with the handbook objectives. All the submissions will undergo a peer review process coordinated by the editorial board. Then authors collaboration criteria, academic contribution, minimum one author must be affiliated with an academic institution. Industry collaboration contribution, minimum one author must be from industry, that is company, startup or relevant private sector organization. International collaboration, minimum one author must be based outside the country of the primary author's affiliation. Maximum authors, a maximum of 6 authors are permitted per book chapters. So authors of selected chapters will benefit from having their work published with an IGEN ISBN and a digital object identifier for global citation. They will also receive the certificates for authorship, presentation, SDG contribution, and eligibility for the Best Paper Awards. And the date of submission is important dates are the chapter willingness submission. They have to fill the form given, and the full chapter submission deadline is 14th August 2025. Acceptance notification deadline is 20th August 2025. Final proceeding submission after the review commence is 1st September. The presentation at IGEN Environthon is 14th or 15th September. The final chapter submission after the presentation judge commands, the deadline is 5th October 2025. Finally, the date of book publication is 22nd October 2025 on IGEN Green Day. So this initiative provides a platform for thought leaders and change makers to shape the global sustainability discourse through collaborative, impactful writing. By participating, the contributors become a part of the global movement towards achieving the sustainable development goals and influencing the environmental policy and practice on an international scale. Interested authors can visit www.theigen.org or contact igen.publication@gmail.com for further information. So if you're having any queries, please contact IGEN Kavita and IGEN Rajeshwari. This is more than just a publication opportunity. It's a collective call to action to contribute solution for a sustainable and resilient future for both planet and people. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Dr. Kavita, for your enormous explanation of papers of IGEN Environthon 2025. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as you all know, the Division of Green Engineers excites a policy of pitching powerful proposals and make them into prosperous outputs. And here we are now. The IGEN has brought up a policy of organizing school and college offline and online events under the sub-execution of IGEN Environthon 2025. To deliberate on the element Earth, may I please invite Dr. Anjum Qureshi to take forward the session?
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I'm Dr. Anjum Qureshi, the element head for Earth. Regarding the offline competition, we are planning to have the offline competition at Chandrapur at Rajiv Gandhi College of Engineering between 15th to 25th of August. And for the online competitions, we have already decided on organizing Climate Smart Crop Design Contest and Zero Food Waste Innovation Challenge. Nearly all the work has been done. We are just waiting for the final poster to be released. And after that, we will be sharing it in the groups and going forward with the competitions. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Anjum Qureshi, for your insightful inputs. And moving on, may I please call upon Dr. K. Manimala again to deliberate about element water.
Thank you, Davis. In element water, we are planning two contests, one for school students and one for college students. For college students, we have given a title, River Speaks. So if a river speaks, what will be the outcome? So the college students are encouraged to submit a video for effective solution to conserve the river water's purity. And then for the school students, we have announced a title, Safe Water and Hygiene Poster Competition. So the students will be asked to submit poster. The poster may be either in digital form or in a hand-drawn form. So these are the two competitions announced by water event. Then regarding offline event, we are planning for one offline event in Anna University. So the Center of Environmental Science and Environmental Studies and the Center for Water Resources are collaborating with IGEN to organize the offline event. So that's for now. Thank you, Davies. Over to you.
So much, Dr. K. Manimala, for your enormous effects in executing events. And moving on, the deliberation of element fire. Joining us will be Dr. P. Selvaraj. Please take forward the session, sir.
Good evening to one and all present here. I'm happy to announce two online events will be conducted under the element fire. So the name of the first event is Bioenergy and Waste to Power Innovation Hack. The main objective of the event is to foster the innovation among students and young professionals in developing practical, sustainable solutions to convert the bio-waste and biomass into usable energy. The event aims to address rural and urban energy needs, reduce environmental pollution, and promote clean energy entrepreneurship. So the following are the takeaway by attending this event. So practical experience in green innovation and clean tech entrepreneurship, mentoring from expert in bioenergy and waste management, networking opportunities with the industry leader and environmental organizations, certificate for all the participations. Then second event is Green Industry Case Study Challenge. The main objective of the event is to engage the students and professionals in exploring real-world industrial sustainability practices. The event encourages participants to analyze or develop innovative strategies that help industries transition to cleaner production, energy efficiency, circular economy, and low carbon technologies. It promotes awareness, critical thinking, and solution oriented research toward a greener industrial futures. So the following are the takeaway by attending this event. So deeper understanding of the sustainability in industrial processes, experience in technical writing and presentation, mentorship from environmental and industry experts, recognition with certificates, so opportunity for internship, enhanced resume for career in environmental engineering, policy or consultancy. So all the young professionals are welcome to present this idea in this two competition. Thank you.
Dr. P. Selvaraj, for your valuable voices in making vast outputs. Now, as we move on to the continuation of this event, joining us will be Dr. B. Tanuja to deliberate on element error. Please take forward the session, Dr. B.
Yeah, Davis, a very good evening to all. So, myself, Dr. Tanuja, as well as Dr. Shubha, we are leading the air element. It has been chosen as a central theme, and the series of events and competitions are being planned to create a meaningful awareness among schools and college students. So, we have planned two events. The one is quiz competitions. So it is about the facts and science behind air pollutions and solutions. And one more is about the post making. So breathe for the future. That is a theme of the post making. So these two competitions help us to deeper understanding of the air element, encouraging youth to become a proactive ambassadors for environmental harmony and planetary well-being. Thank you. Over to you, Davis.
Thank you so much, Dr. B. Tanuja, for your valuable insights. And last but the best, may I please invite Dr. Pratipa to deliberate on element space. Please take over this session, Dr. Pratipa.
Yes. First of all, I want to thank Mr. Davis for giving me the opportunity to speak. Davis, am I audible?
Yes, you're clearly.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Davis, for giving me an opportunity to speak at this event. And first of all, I want to thank IGEN for organizing this excellent event, for creating awareness on climate degradation and environment degradation. So our main try will be to increase the awareness as much as possible, so that we can increase we can go on for the betterment of the environment. And on the basis of it, the space group has planned two competitions. First student competition will be held at IISWBM, Indian Institute of Social Welfare and Business Management in Kolkata. That will be a debate competition among the students of the IISWBM. They will be preparing all the papers and presenting a debate competition. And so the topic of the debate competition will be space for art, where we will be trying to find out how much better we can use.
I think there is a slight network issues while Dr. Pratibha was presenting. So let's move on to the next agenda. Dr. Pratibha, can you present?
Or Aditi ma'am is there. If she can also step in, that's fine. Or else we can, yes.
Ms. Aditi, can you present on behalf of Dr. Pratibha?
Davis, you can move to the next.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, we are moving on to our next agenda. Now the panel is set to go for earth, water, fire, air, space. Ladies and gentlemen, watching worldwide, presenting to you panel discussion on From Soil to Sky, the Panchabuddha's path to ecological wisdom. Without much further delay, may I please call upon Element Head of Element Earth, Dr. Anjum Qureshi, to present us Dr. Hardeep.
Yeah, thank you, Davis, for this wonderful opportunity. And I would like to welcome the first panelist who will be speaking for the Element Earth. And it's really a privilege to introduce him today. Dr. Hardeep Singh is an academician, researcher, author, orator, mentor, and key speaker,
Sorry to
resource
everybody.
person.
David, am I audible now?
Resource person, motivational speaker, and life coach. He is an accomplished professional with over 21 years of experience, with memberships in esteemed organizations like CSI, IERTC, IFRSA. His contributions has earned him a significant recognition, including being a patron member of WAIRCO. His profile has been featured in the World Book of Researchers 2018, published in Oxford, United Kingdom, and he received a letter of appreciation from the World Book of Records, London. He has authored 6 books, and he's associated with Dr. Kalam International Foundation as Vice President and Head Research. He has graced numerous international conferences, including World Peace Summit 2022 and 23, sharing his expertise and insights as a keynote speaker. He has an impressive record of participation in 77 national and international conferences, 11 UGC seminars, and over 100 webinars. His mentorship has guided many BTech, MPA, and PhD candidates, and he has received awards such as Excellence in Learning Development Award, Real Corporate Guru Award, Rashtriya Shiksha Ratan Samman 2021, and many more. And his expertise and passion contribute to inspire and uplift individuals across various domains. So thank you. This was all about Dr. Hardeep, and we welcome.
Should I start?
Sir. If you can see it.
Should I start my talk?
Yes, sir, please.
Please allow me to share my screen.
Davis, just help him to how to share the screen.
Yes, sir. So we have made the co-host.
Okay,
You
right.
can access to share now.
Right. I think my screen is visible, right?
It is showing that
Some
you
loading,
have
sir.
started screen sharing.
Okay. Right. Good evening, everybody. First of all, I would like to thank IGEN for inviting me for this talk on deforestation facts. So, coming towards the introduction.
Sorry for the interruption. Can you please press F5 or can you please run your files?
Okay, right.
Please maximize your presentation, sir.
Yes. Is it okay now?
You can go to slideshow, sir.
Sir, I have done this slideshow. Now fine.
No, sir. You can go in the top menu. You can press slideshow in the top menu.
In the top menu slide.
Exactly.
Right. Now it is
From
okay.
beginning.
Right. Is it
Up
fine now?
of that, sir. You can press from beginning.
From beginning.
In the left corner. Down to that in the left corner.
Down to in the left corner.
Or
From.
simply can you press
Okay.
F5? Yes, sir.
Right. You got. I think my slide is visible now, right?
Yes, sir.
So, good evening, everybody present on this platform. I am Dr. Hardeep Singh. Thanks once for sharing my views on deforestation. So, starting from the introduction, we all know what is deforestation. So, cutting of forests and clearing that area for agriculture and other things. So, since 1990, 420 million hectares of forests have been lost as a result of human activity, including land clearing for agriculture, farming, and lodging. As of 2020, forest cover accounts for about 31% of world's total land area. Though the rate of deforestation has decreased over the past 3 decades, we are losing thousands of hectares more with every passing day. September 2022 went down in the history as a record-breaking month for the deforestation in the Amazon, the world's largest and most important rain, rainforest. So coming towards the deforestation facts, the world has been chopping down 10 million hectares of trees every year to make space to grow crops and livestock and to produce materials such as paper. This accounts for about 16% of total tree loss cover. 96% of deforestation takes place in tropical forests. Deforestation contributes about 4.8 million tons of carbon dioxide a year. Forest loss contributes nearby 5 billion tons of carbon dioxide into atmosphere every year, which is equivalent to nearly 10% of annual human emissions. NASA researchers found that accelerated slashing and burning methods of land clearing in Borneo, the third largest island in the world and home to one of the oldest rainforests in the world, contributed to the largest single year global increase in carbon emissions. 3.7.
Sir, Hardeep Singh, sir, sorry to interrupt you.
Yes.
Your slide is not moving, sir.
Slide is not moving.
Now only, yes, now we are seeing the introduction. Yeah. Now it is moving deforestation. Sir, can you press F5?
Yes, ma'am. F5. Is it visible now?
It is visible, sir, but the slide is minimized.
Slide is minimized.
Can you please
Davis, can you
press
once
F5,
again?
F5,
Yeah.
sir?
Now it is visible.
Sir, it is visible. We have to see the screen in maximize.
Sir,
Your
can you
screen
please
is in
maximize your presentation, sir? You can either press F5 or you can prepare for a slideshow. You can go to slideshow and you can press from current slide, sir.
Current
Yes,
slide.
sir. From current slide. Yes, sir.
It is okay now.
It is not clear, sir. I think there is a technical issue, sir. Can you please check upon by pressing F5, sir? F5 in your
or
keyboard.
else F5 will not be working.
No, it is not working.
Can you press F5 on your keyboard, sir? On your keyboard?
But I have done that. It is not working here.
Yeah, I think that key is not working.
Sir, is there a possibility of sharing your slide with us so that we can present? Sir?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Anjum ma'am, kindly share the PPT.
Okay, ma'am. Let me see.
Yeah, yes.
Ma'am, should I share the PPT with you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Or
Oh,
else
okay.
or else if you have the Davis number, you can share to Davis.
Please share it to me, ma'am. I can able to share.
Yes, Davis, I have sent to you.
Yes, ma'am. Downloading it. Yes, sir. Here you go, sir.
So, sir, should I start from the beginning now?
Davis, you can start from that.
That slide that I was talking about, right?
Contributes about 4.8 million tons of carbon dioxide.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, right. So 3.75 million hectares of tropical primary rainforest was lost in 2021 alone. This resulted in 2.5 billion tons of carbon dioxide emissions, equivalent to the annual fossil fuel emissions of India and nearly 10 sugar pitches a minute. Next slide, please. So, second fact that causes deforestation, that results to deforestation. Beef is responsible for 41% of global deforestation. The farming industry needs to clear substantial pasture lands for cattle and livestock in order to keep up with global demand for beef. As estimated, 81081 square miles of forest land is lost every year for meat production, 80% of which occurs in the Amazon. Developed countries such as US and China, the latter happens to be world's biggest beef consumer, devouring almost one third of the world's meat, are some of the biggest culprits of deforestation. But developing countries are catching up and are on the track to rise up 4 times as much as in developed world by 2028. Many are calling for people to adopt a plant-based diet as a method of combat deforestation, which will also help slash greenhouse gas emissions from the agricultural industry and slow down global warming. Coming to the next slide, then chocolate and biscuits are major contributors to deforestation. Aside from beef production, the palm oil industry is also responsible for a significant amount of deforestation around the world. Palm oil is used in over two-thirds of the food products that we consume every day, from vegetable oil to chocolate to biscuits, as well as in other household products like soap and shampoo. To keep up with the demand, forest land equivalent to 300 football fields is being cleared every year to make room for palm plantations, destroying important habitats of critically endangered species such as the Organton and Sumatran tiger. Many forests have also been converted into monoculture plantation, meaning planting the same single plant species across the land, which not only threatens biodiversity of the ecosystem but also increases the risks of soil erosion while reducing nutrient content. Coming to the next slide, Brazil and Indonesia account for almost half of tropical deforestation. One third of tropical deforestation happens in Brazil alone. That amounts to approximately 1.7 million hectares every year. Both Brazil and Indonesia are home to some of the world's largest and biodiverse tropical forests in the world. As the agricultural industry continues to practice land clearing for crop and livestock farming, the threat to biodiversity only worsens. Studies say observed animal populations have experienced an average 68% decline in population numbers. In Borneo, Indonesia, the critically endangered orangutan lost nearly 80% of its population within the last 50 years. Coming to the next slide, so plays a big role in deforestation. While most think of soya in form of soya milk, tofu, and other soybean products that make up a plant-based diet, soya in fact has been mostly used as animal feed and to support the massive demand of meat production. Animal feed makes up 77% of soya production, while only 19.2% goes directly into human food products. Globally, soya is responsible for about 12% of deforestation due to the fact that soya only offers one yield per life cycle. Soya cultivation requires a lot more land use, while the total area of land used to cultivate it takes up the combined area of the Netherlands, Belgium, France, and Germany. Seeking an alternative source of animal feed and reducing global meat consumption could both significantly drive down the rate of deforestation. Coming to the next slide, deforestation had turned the Amazon rainforest into a carbon source. One of the most shocking deforestation facts in recent years is that the Amazon, the world's most biologically diverse ecosystems and important carbon sinks, is found to emit a greater amount of carbon dioxide than it is absorbing as a result of deforestation, wildfires, and climate change. According to a study between 2010 and 2018, deforestation in eastern Amazonia has led to greater warming and moisture stress to the forest, especially during dry seasons, making it more susceptible to wildfires. Forest fires, in turn, produce three times more carbon than the forests can absorb, creating a negative loop. The study also revealed that the forest emitted about a billion tons of carbon dioxide a year, equal to annual emissions released in Japan, the world's fifth biggest polluter. A recent report similarly found 10 UNESCO World Heritage forests have become sources of carbon over the past 20 years due to the same factors, naming the Yosemite National Park in the US and the Greater Blue Mountains area in Australia among the affected sites. Coming to the next slide, the facts of deforestation. No company in the world achieved its net zero deforestation commitment. A 2020 analysis found that more than half of the 100 most significant tropical timber and pulp companies have failed to commit to protecting biodiversity, and 44% have yet to publicly commit to net zero deforestation. Out of the companies that have pledged to reach net zero deforestation by 2020, only 8 companies were found to have deployed comprehensive forest and land use management practices, but none were able to successfully achieve net zero. Next slide. Leading banks financed 2 companies linked to deforestation. One of the most shocking facts about deforestation is that world's top global banks and lenders have extended financing to 20 major agricultural companies linked to deforestation in just the span of 5 years. Banks such as JP Morgan, HSBC, and Bank of America were among the biggest investors backing projects and businesses, including Brazilian meat producer JBS to support its cattle and poultry farms. Each of the banks have reportedly struck dozens of funding deals between 2016 and 2020, despite a number of firms having adopted no deforestation policies. There is a glaring lack of monitoring and enforcing mechanisms in financial sector, allowing widespread land degradation to persist. Next slide, please. More than 100 countries have pledged to end deforestation by 2030. Despite the current state of deforestation, there is good news. At last year's COP26 climate conference, a UN summit for world leaders to conduct and negotiate policy agreements on emissions reduction and climate change mitigation, more than 100 countries have joined a pledge to stop and reverse deforestation by the end of the decade. Combined, these 100 plus countries make up 85% of world's forests. Some of the most notable signatories include Brazil, Russia, Colombia, Indonesia, and the Democratic Republic of the Congo. The pact will see of private and public funds to help combat this global environmental problem, from restoring degraded land and supporting indigenous communities to mitigating wildfire damage. So this was all about the deforestation facts. Coming to the conclusion comes to that we should work on this problem, deforestation, and we should help in stopping deforestation, as deforestation is a very critical problem that we are facing, and even the companies who have committed, they have even not uh, completed their commitments. So we all have to be united to stop this deforestation. So thanks for giving me this invitation for this talk. Thanks once again.
Thank you, Dr. Hardeep Singh, sir, for giving the deforestation facts. And as you have said, this PPT have clearly have explained on the facts about the deforestation, and it was some slides shows that a positive vibes, and some slides have shown us the real negative aspect of the deforestation. Deforestation contributes about 4.8 million tons of carbon dioxide in a year. And as you have suggested, we can go ahead with a plant-based diet to combat this deforestation. And it was a new information that the beef industry, the chocolate, biscuits, palm oil industry is the major contributors of this uh, deforestation. And it's the Amazon rainforest has converted into a carbon source due to the deforestation, wildfires, and climate change. And and it is very happy to see that some of the countries have agreed that by 2030 they will be uh, reducing the deforestation, and around 110 companies have achieved net zero deforestation commitment. That is also very happy, and we all are we agree that we all are moving in the right path, and by 2030 we will be somehow to a certain extent we will be achieving the sustainable development goals, the agenda of the 2030 sustainable development goals. Thank you, Dr. Hardeep Singh, sir. Over to you, Davis.
Thank you, Dr. Hardeep Singh, sir, for the deliberated explanation. And thank you, Dr. Preeta Merichan, for summarizing his way. As we move on to the continuation of this beautiful occasion, it's my pleasure and privilege to invite Dr. S. Sangeeta to present about the history of COP30.
Thank you, Davis. First of all, thank you for the opportunity for describing a brief journey towards the history of COP. That is the conference of parties and why we are going to conduct the COP30. So it is going to be held in the month of November 2025, Belgium, Brazil. So which is going to be standing as a milestone in the global fight across for the climatic change. So since it is going to be like scientists and negotiators who are going to meet and push towards the climatic change. So it is mainly conducted for these two reasons. The first of all, the main reason could be like for by the nation, they are expecting to show the real progress on the emission cuts, climatic adaptations, and the climate finance. And the second reason is the first, they have chosen it in the Amazon rainforest, a global climate regulator, and it is going to be a symbol of biodiversity. So before before a COP30, there was a path which is taken from COP 1 to 29. Like in COP 3, it just happened in the Kyoto where it is the first binding emission targets. And in COP 15, it is fell short, but it's at a stage. And in COP 21, which is held in the Paris, so where it is shared under the climate goal. And the recent COP from 1 to like 24, it is focused on the implementation, justice, and accountability. So now the world has turned to COP30. So a conference, not just for the leaders, it is a call to take an action like a heart of Amazon to the art of humanity. So thank you all for your attention. And with that, I hand over the session to the next speaker. So thank you, Davis.
Dr. S. Sangeeta, for that brief introduction about the history of COP30. Ladies and gentlemen, as we move on to the continuation of this beautiful occasion, please put your virtual hands together, inviting Dr. Preeta Merichan to discuss about COP30.
Thank you, Davis. And thank you, Dr. Sangeeta, for giving the history of COP30. And I am here to deliver on what is COP30. We are all gathered here at a crucial juncture in our collective journey towards the progress of the agenda of sustainable development goals. As we move forward, guided by the five foundational pillars of people, planet, prosperity, peace, and partnership, we approach one of the most critical climate events of this decade, COP30. The 30th Conference of the Parties, or COP30, will be convened in Belém, Brazil in November 2025. At COP30, the world leaders will assess the progress of the Paris Agreement, reviewing the national greenhouse gas inventories, examining the financial pledges, and engaging in the global stock take. This vital process helps us to reflect honestly on how far we have come or how far we still must go to limit the global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius. One of the most pressing topics of the COP30 will be climate finance. Justice is climate action must be more than a principle, it must be a practice. And as we look ahead of COP30, let us remember that climate action is not the job of a government alone. Cities, regions, industries, institutions, communities, and all the individuals like us has to come together. And all of us, we have a part to play. Let COP30 set in the heart of the Amazon rainforest stand as a historic turning point, not only in the global climate policy, but in our shared determination to safeguard this planet for generations to come. Thank you. And over to you, Davis.
Thank you, Dr. Preeta Mary George, for the deliberated explanation about COP30. Ladies and gentlemen, as we come to the resume of our panel, please allow me to welcome Dr. K. Manimala to present you Dr. S. Sridhar.
Okay, thank you, Davis. In today's evening, we are having an eminent speaker amongst us, Dr. Sridhar, Joint Director, Office of Chief Engineer, Institute of Water Studies, Hydrology and Quality Control in Dharamani. Actually, it's a part of PWD, that is Water Resources Department. And Sir has started his career as Assistant Geologist in Groundwater Subdivision, Viluppuram. And then he has serviced in Viluppuram, Kadalur, Thiruvalluvar district, as well as in Kanjipuram and several other districts. And Sir is currently promoted as Joint Director in Institute of Water Studies, Water Resources Department. And he has experience in hard rock, sedimentary rocks, contact zone, seawater intrusion study, geophysical survey, groundwater assessment. Sir has published some research papers in seawater intrusion, as well as Minjur Aquifer in the Minjur area of Thiruvalluvar district. I had seen Sir directly, and I was happy to see his enthusiastic and energetic activities related to surface water studies. So it's really a great time that we are going to get some insights from Dr. Sridhar. Sir, over to you, Sridhar, sir. We are really expecting an enlightening talk on water. Thank you so much, Davis, for the nice opportunity. Over to you, Sridhar, sir. You can now take the session.
Okay, good evening to all. Thank you for the introduction by Dr. Manimala. I'm working as a Joint Director, Geology in Institute of Water Studies, Water Resource Department in Tamil Nadu State. I can share my PPT, but kindly share the PPT. I could not able to share my PPT.
Davis, can you share Sir's PPT?
Yes, ma'am, it is being shared.
Yes.
You can proceed, sir.
Okay. Thank you, David. Good evening to all. Thanks to give this opportunity. This is the thing we all know in Tamil. We said "Neerindri amayadu ulage." So if there is no water, there is no life in the earth. So groundwater management is one of the important concept nowadays because of due to over extraction of groundwater and usage of surface water by many stakeholders and increasing urbanization and various reasons. So next slide, please. And David, next slide. Now I am giving an introduction about groundwater management in Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu is one of the pioneer state in utilizing the groundwater to maximum for various purposes. In 1970 itself, government wants to approach a scientific method to regulate, manage, augment the groundwater resources in Tamil Nadu. So the government established especially for groundwater in 1970 in the name of groundwater cell. The main aim to know the subsurface details for assessing the groundwater potential and drilling investigation borewells in throughout Tamil Nadu by United Nations Development Program, and then also subsequently they have started a seawater intrusion study from 1988 onwards to analyze the water quality along the entire coast of Tamil Nadu, and also many schemes studies has been started to manage how to manage, conserve, and augment the groundwater resources in Tamil Nadu. Next. Next, please. Next slide, please, David. Sorry, it's gone. Okay. This government also established another wing subsequently, that is Institute of Water Studies under United Nations Development Program in 1972 itself to prepare the thematic maps by using remote sensing data and satellite data also. So this wing carried out basin-wise studies of 17 major basins in the state. It is also well established as a GIS lab for creating shapefiles of geology, land use, geomorphology, etc. Next slide, please. So this is the total water resources of Tamil Nadu. For groundwater source is occupies 46%, and then surface water is 39%, and the remaining 15% we depend on neighboring states. So next slide. It's an introduction about groundwater resource of Tamil Nadu. Is one of the water demand state in India. 80% of groundwater resources are utilized by agricultural, industrial, and domestic. Remaining 20% is used for domestic purpose. You know the total geographical area is 1,30,058 square kilometer. So next. Geologically, you know everywhere. 73% of state is covered by oldest rock formation of Charnakite, granitic gneiss, and granites of Archean age, and the remaining 27 is covered by alluvium, Gondwana, and tertiary formations. Generally, the hard rock formations have a less capacity of recharge, and when compared to the sedimentary soft rocks. Next, please. As I said, aquifers in hard rock have less groundwater potential when compared to sedimentary formations in alluvium tertiary formations comprising sand, sandstone, which is having capable of higher groundwater potential. This is a map of Tamil Nadu. And next slide, please. You all know groundwater is a dynamic, replenishable resource. If the source is overexploited above recharge, the groundwater is automatically depletion, especially in the coastal areas, which may lead to seawater intrusion. So this is one of the man-made seawater intrusion area is Minjur area of Tiruvallur district due to over exploitation of groundwater for Chennai city supply and agricultural activities. The seawater is intruded up to 14 kilometers from that area. So to stop further intrusion of seawater in that area, we are planning to manage aquifer recharge in the remaining area by constructing recharge shafts, check dam with recharge shafts like that. So this is the way we are controlling the seawater intrusion in Tamil Nadu. Next slide, please. It's per capita annual water availability of Tamil Nadu is now 590 cubic meter per year. But if water management is not sustainable, it may increase up to 416 cubic meter per year in the year 2050. So under Water Vision 2047, government has to take various steps to reduce the per capita annual water availability of Tamil Nadu. So next step, please. In major 7 river basins, due to flood time, flood water is let into the sea. In basins nearly 76 TMC. It may be higher in Kaveri basin also. an average of 50 TMC per year is draining into the sea. In other rivers, Tamarabarani, Vaigai also. So next slide, please. So methods to attain sustainable development of groundwater resources in Tamil Nadu is rainwater harvesting is mandatory in every house and for a gated community things. And then we can also save floodwater harvesting, diverting floodwater into water bodies, nearby water bodies through channels, and the linking of rivers and all reduce the flood water let into the sea. And then another is artificial groundwater recharge. So this will also makes we are constructing more check dams across the rivers, and apart from that we are constructing recharge shafts. We directly recharge the groundwater in the aquifer. So and then another step is rejuvenation, restoration, renovation of water bodies. Government is doing this through various schemes, PMKOIs, and then TINI AMP like that, and then a national hydrology project. Due to these projects, many check dams and rejuvenation, restoration activities as done in the state of Tamil Nadu. And then participatory groundwater management is one of the another important approach, because this is useful directly participate the farmers public in each and every village. For that we are expecting Atal Bhujal Yojana from our state to implement Atal Bhujal Yojana, and then intensive micro irrigation system. And then we are planning to do village wise aquifer planning. If we know the aquifer mapping in every village, we know how to do the water budget in each village. Next slide, please. David, next slide.
David?
Hello.
Davis? Davis, are you there?
Yes,
You please move on to
Next.
the next slide.
Yes. In Tamil Nadu, we are doing a periodic estimation of groundwater resources with coordination of Central Groundwater Board, and then we are the only state doing on micro level assessment. We are taking FIRCA; it's a small unit of taluk. So we are assessing from 1982. Previously, we are assessing basin wise, and then sub-basin wise now, and then block wise. So now Tamil Nadu is doing on micro level assessment that we are doing from the year 2011. As in March, we have assessed 2002 FICAS has been assessed and categorized as. Next slide, please. Davis, next slide, please. Yes, as on the latest assessment, we are categorized safe FIRCAS where groundwater extraction is less than 70% when compared to recharge. So that is for 81 units roughly. And then we categorize 70 to 90%. It categorizes as semi-critical. It's 239 units. And then 90 to 100% we categorize as critical. It's 56 units. And then more than 100% recharge. Extraction is more than 100% recharge. That area as categorized as overexploited. It's 392 FICAS. And then apart from that, we are categorized saline FICAS also in Tamil Nadu. So next slide, please. So we are monitoring groundwater level in 467 open wells and 516 piezometers. We are one of the state taking water level every month in first week of every month through web-based app. From we are the oldest department having water level data from 1972 itself. So we formed a web portal, Tamil Nadu Water Resource Management Information System. It is in Google Store Play. If anyone can go install and see the groundwater resources as well as surface water resources of Tamil Nadu. So next slide, please. Is monitoring of open wells. Next one is next. It's isometers, and then we are publish district-wise average water level data in every month in our website. It's a groundwater TNPWD at org.in. So if you go in the website, you can see every month water level when compared to last year, and then when compared to last month, you can see district wise water level, average water level. Next. Another one, we are doing a seawater intrusion study. So it's also we are carried out from 1988 in Kadalur and Chennai. So Chennai and Kadalur districts are more vulnerable for seawater intrusion. That's why we are observing these two districts when compared to other coastal districts. So we are taking a water level in our monitored wells in every month, and also we are collecting samples in pre-monsoon and post-monsoon period, and we analyzing the samples in the lab and preparing annual reports of seawater intrusion study. And then we recommend suggestions to government. And then we are doing a consultancy services also for locating feasible sites for drilling bore wells. And then we are doing electrical loggings, analyzing of water samples, pumping tests also we are doing, conducting hydrogeological study. We are doing a data dissemination of water level, rainfall, groundwater quality, lithology data for students, researchers, NGOs, and public. Next. So this is the status of surface water resource data, district-wise distribution of rainfall, and then storage details. Next slide, please. We have 17 major basins and 34 rivers in Tamil Nadu. Next. And then 90 reservoirs, and then we have more than 110,000 tanks in Tamil Nadu. This is this basin-wise water resource in Tamil Nadu. Most of the basins are in a deficient condition when compared to other basins. So next slide, please. We are monitoring a surface. We have a surface water monitoring network also. We have rainfall stations around 600, and then automatic rain cages also around 100. We are taking daily rainfall levels by staffs of in water resource department, and monitoring a total average we have taken, and around from 1970s we have rainfall data available in our department. Next slide, please. Next, Davis. This is the map showing the rainfall and climatic network stations for our department. Next. We have a surface water real-time data acquisition system also. We are doing many things under a National Hydrology Project, telemetric raincast stations installed in many places of Tamil Nadu. And this is the maps showing the locations of automatic real-time data acquisition system. Next. So data mainly for consideration of construction of recharge structures. We are taking 11 parameters, and we are preparing this map for suitable locations for construction of recharge structures. Next. This is the goals to make Tamil Nadu as a groundwater sustainable states are. We are going to identify the recharge locations on village-wise by using latest geophysical technology. By Denmark, people also came visited India, visited Tamil Nadu, and they are introducing TEM technology to find out the aquifers, easy method, innovative method, and also we are developing a platform to regulate and manage the surface water and groundwater resources in terms of supply and demand aspects. And also we are implementing state water policy, and we are going to introduce Water Resource Act also. And then we are implementing artificial recharge schemes on village wise also. So we have a long-term plan to conserve excess surface water, wastewater, and then minor irrigation system and desalination of seawater. Next. Thank you. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Sridhar, sir. And you have given the clear picture of what and where our Tamil Nadu state is lying in the state in the terms of groundwater. And
Yes.
yes, sir. And without water, we cannot even think about a minute or an hour. Like water is very much essential for all the human beings, for all the life of the planet. Not only the human
Yes.
beings, the life of the planet. And we were happy to know the facts that where our state is excelling, and we are happy to know that our state is utilizing the groundwater more efficiently. And it was an eye-opening that we are the only state who is assessing the groundwater on the micro level. And your presentation was very informative in regard of the water, because the water is needed for everyone, for not only for one particular phase of the life. It is needed for everyone and for daily also. And ground level monitoring is also your agency is doing consultancy. You are dealing with that. And you have in your presentation you have shown what are the methods to attain the sustainable development of groundwater resources in the Tamil Nadu. And uh, the and goal and you have explained on the goals to make Tamil Nadu as a groundwater sustainable state also, sir. And you have you spoke with the graph, you spoke with the data, with the figures, so that shows the where your agency or where your department is excelling to track the groundwater. And we were happy to know that before the monsoon and post the pre-monsoon, post-monsoon, all the time the assessments are done. We all these micro facts we were not knowing about that, and daily we were not knowing about that. Thank you so much, sir, to spending time with us and for giving a valuable information on the groundwater sustainability of Tamil Nadu.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sridhar, sir. Thanks a lot for joining with us. Okay.
Okay, welcome. Welcome.
Okay. Over to you, Davis, for the next speaker.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sridhar, and thank you so much, Dr. Preeta Marison, for that deliberated summary. Ladies and gentlemen, as we invite our next speaker representing the element fire, may I please invite Dr. P. Selvaraj to introduce to you Dr. S. Harihara.
Yes, Davis. Good evening to all and all present here. I'm happy to introduce Dr. S. Harihara Sudan to speak about some content about the element fire. Dr. S. Hariharan obtained his B degree from NI College of Engineering, Nagarkoil, MTech from Ponnayaraman Institute of Technology, Tanjavur, and PhD from Bharat University. He has over 15 years of experience in software industry, having worked with companies such as 3 Infotech, Decade Technologies, and Infrasoft Technologies Limited, Chennai. Though he is worked in IT sector and academic sector, he is very much interested in sustainable energy and to find the solution in the field of renewable energy system. Now he is guiding many more project for the UG students at Weltech University, where he is presently working as associate professor. Now I request Dr. Harirasudan to deliver his address. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Selvaraj. Okay, thanks a lot for giving this opportunity for giving me a presentation related to one of the Panchabhuta of fire. Whether my voice is audible?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm just sharing my screen. Yeah, is it visible?
It is loading, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you can see about the ecological.
Sir, sorry for the interruption. Can you please maximize your PowerPoint presentation, sir?
Davis, it's actually full view mode, I think.
Yeah, it's not visible. Is it visible?
We will have to maximize it, sir. We will have to maximize it.
Visible.
Yeah, I think full mode only.
Davis, I think it's okay. I think.
Is it okay?
Yes.
Yeah, now we can see about the ecological fire for how fire shapes habitats and biodiversity. Usually, we are when talking about the fire, we are afraid only. Okay, but we are not thinking about the advantages that is taking place in ecosystems and how it is getting advantages to our biodiversity and all. Okay. But in this case, while going with fire, this is often considered as a destructive one only. Okay, so there are a number of reasons are there to consider this. 1 minute. Yeah, fire is often seen as destructive only. Why we are considering destructive means even the fire, when we take a fire means when we take a fire, okay, fire can devastate homes, business, as well as infrastructure. Okay, at the same time, while considering about the construction side or the constructor side, well, always we are thinking about only destructive, but we are not while improving the biodiversity, or thinking about the ecological systems, we can take this fire as one of the constructive manner. Okay, here while taking we can take an opposite manner that fire can devastate here even the damages. At the same time, I want to say something related to in the constructive manner. Okay, so while constructing homes means in a home, suppose if we construct a new home, okay, we are that Puja and all we are doing. Okay, for that it is taking a constructive manner only. Similarly, for business oriented means suppose that metallurgy related companies are there. Similarly, number of new companies are making use of the fires for their creation of new products. Okay, so these are we are not thinking about the constructive side. While so here Panchabhuta is one of the fire is one of the Panchabhuta, but we are not giving more important to that in constructive side. Similarly, while coming with forest fires can wipe out thousands of acres, similarly displace the communities and destroy the ecosystems. But while thinking about the constructive side, think about that if suppose the wildfire, occurs means if it is in a controlled manner. Okay, in a controlled manner means what it is getting the land is getting wiped off, and that is prepared for one type of agriculture purpose. Okay, similarly in the case of communities for whom we are doing means for the people only. For the people means we are for giving the more importance to the communities and the ecological systems with the controlled manner of the fire. We can use in a constructive manner. Similarly, that does not destroy the ecosystems. Okay, that does not ecosystems. But in this case, while we are not giving more importance to at a constructive side. Similarly, the loss of life is there. Similarly, in the constructive side, if you see means uncontrolled fire poses a severe threat to human and animal life. When uncontrolled, when it is controlled fire means that poses not severe threat to human as well as animal life. They're giving more importance to the human beings for for a good environment. So at the same time, good environment means we are getting while thinking about the controlled fire. The controlled fire means that emission is getting less. Due to this emission, suppose in a controlled fire means that the emission also, in that emissions we are just storing that carbon in a form of in cylinders, and for other purpose we are using. Okay. Similarly, in urban areas, fires in urban areas, wildfires, industrial accidents have such fatalities. While considering these and urban areas means these are all not controlled. If you see means the pollution rises due to not only smoke. Smoke means what? That smoke is because of the smoke only we are taking this into that what we are taking. We are considering these for electric vehicles and all. Okay. Next one, environmental impact means wildfires contribute to deforestation, soil erosion, and air pollution. If while considering this is the uncontrolled one, when we control this uncontrolled one, these are happening. But let us take in a constructive manner. Okay, wildfires contribute to deforestation, soil erosion, and air pollution. Similarly, while deforestation is happening. Okay, for deforestation is taken for a good purpose, okay, no problem. The soil erosion, similarly, while going with uncontrolled, only the soil erosion is there. When going with controlled, soil erosion and air pollution is get limited. Similarly, smoke and the gas release can affect the global climate. Global warming, today we are talking about always global warming only because of the smoke that rises due to fire, that is arises due to uncontrolled fire, not controlled fire. If the fire is in a controlled manner, there is no such a global warming takes place. Today, if you see means because of the vehicles running, vehicles means day by day vehicles are getting increased because of that. Smokes are coming. Smoke is also on how it's coming is from the fire only. Okay, though the operation is directly is not indirectly that smoke is coming from the engine. Okay, this causes one type of that affects the global warming. Then economic loss, insurance claims, these are all because of these unconstructed. Whether the screen is visible? No.
Yes, sir. Any issue, sir?
Yeah, something. I'm not able to see the screen properly. Okay, is it visible now?
Yes, sir. It is visible,
okay,
sir.
Okay. Now, yeah, we have taken, despite of this restrictive power, we talk about in a constructive way. Okay, let us see elaborately each and everything as a 1 minute.
Sir, would you like to forward it to us if there is an issue, sir, from your end? Selvaraj, sir, can you please forward the PPT so that we can present from our end, sir?
We're able to see now? No?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Hello?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, thanks. Okay. Okay, now let us see here. Okay, ecological renewal in nature. Some ecosystems depend on periodic fires to regenerate. For example, if you consider the pine forest and all that in forest that is getting cleaned because of controlled. Okay, because of controlled one only. In the case of pine forest and all, that germination takes place with the help of, suppose in that only that heat only germination takes place. Okay. Similarly, fire helps recycle nutrients because of the controlled fire. Because of this controlled fire, the decayed. Suppose if you go into forest and if you see, we can see a number of dead animals as well as the grasses and the leaves will be there. Okay, because of that, suppose if it is the fire happens in a controlled way, that gets recycled. That recycling means what? That is getting the because of the fire that is getting, and that is coming as a fertilizer for the new coming plants, that medicinal plants and all there. okay, we can consider as a recycled nutrients. Means because of the cleared red matter and the simulate new pattern growth, plant growth. Okay, then certain seeds, that will I said that only germinate after exposure to fire. Suppose if the fire happens at that time only, that seeds get that will burst, and from that new plants will be that seeds will be getting merged with soil, and that will be giving a new plants. Then agriculture use, controlled burns are used to clear fields, reduce pesticides, enhance the soil fertility. Here, if you see, means because of the controlled fires, we are getting fertilized soil. Similarly, that gives and enhances with good soil fertility, as well as we can reduce the pests. Okay, pests which use that will not be in a harmful way. Okay, similarly, next one is the slash and burn agriculture has been used for centuries. Okay, now since it is going on, that in a traditional way. Okay. Next one, the cultural religious matter. Fire symbolizes purity and transformation. Similarly, divine energy in many traditions. Okay, here, especially for the new houses and all, what we'll be doing, we'll be just going with Agni and all. Okay, for in the name of Puja and all. That symbolizes the purity. Okay, fire, we are giving more. We are celebrating the fire. Okay, in the case of new homes and all, they are celebrating the fire. That gives one type of transformation from old to new lives. Similarly, suppose if we go with industrial and domestic utility used for heating, cooking, then metallurgy, similarly production of electricity. Okay, these are all happening because of the fire only. Okay. Next one is essential for human civilization development from the Stone Age to Industrial Age. Think about the Golden Age to the till now. Okay, fire gives the more eminent features for each and every stage. Next one, controlled fire for safety. That is the points. The specific burns reduce the underbrush and help prevent long uncontrolled wildfires. These are everything related to fires only. While going with controlled manner, everything is getting brushed up. Similarly, firefighting strategies sometimes use controlled fires to contain bigger blazes and all. Then that is the ecological fire, that only whatever we have seen that, that's only mentioned here. Similarly, types of fires means surface fires. These fires are related to forest only. Okay, they burn leaf litter and low vegetation. Then ground fires spread through trees, canopies. Suppose if you see the trees in a burned way, that will be that ground fires. That fires, that will be one. This type of fires comes with the some silent features for the birds and animals. Okay, here the burnt trees will be used as a nest for birds as well as animals. The ground fires means here burn organic matter in underground. Then succession, fire resists ecological succession, that clearing old growth and allowing whatever we have discussed only that I have mentioned here. Fire resists ecological succession, that clearing old growth and allowing pioneer species to emerge. Then helps in maintaining grasslands and open forests by preventing forest overgrowth. The nutrient cycling, so because of that fire, that the soil is getting fertilized, release the nutrient blocks in vegetation back into the soil. Whatever we are getting, that is again taken into the soil for the good vegetation purpose. Then enhances soil fertility temporarily, encouraging rapid regrowth. Germination and regeneration. That will be some species like Sorotneous, pine cones, and all means that because of fire only, that will be getting burst, and these seeds will be giving new plants, new growth of plants. That will be heat to open. Then fire simulated seed germination ensures the survival in fire-prone habitats. Then habitat creation, that is a type of living only. Not only that human beings, it is considered for both birds as well as animals here. Creates diverse habitat structures, snags, open canopies, patchy vegetation, ideal for variety of species. Next one, the beneficial for fire adapted species like certain woodpeckers, shrubs, and the grasses. Then positive impact on biodiversity, maintains species richness by controlling a dominant species. Then creates a mosaic of habitats at different successional stages, enhancing diversity. Then promotes the co-evolution of fire adapted species. In the case of plants, insects, as well as animals, new insects will be can be seen. New insects can be seen after controlled fire. Similarly, that will be giving birth to new species also. Then human managed fire burn, the controlled or burn is used by ecologists and the forest managers to reduce fuel load, then for restore natural habitats, then encourage biodiversity and ecosystem health. Then finally, we can conclude that fire is a powerful ecological force. It is essential for maintaining many ecosystems. Similarly, understanding the nature role of fire helps in conservation, planning, habitat restoration, and climate adaptations. Future strategies must integrate traditional knowledge, scientific research, and policy use fire stability. Finally, while concluding, fire has a great silent feature in our ecosystem. Similarly, for the good biodiversity and for the good ecosystems, fire gives. Suppose the fire is used in a controlled manner, that will be a great thing for the entire environment. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. And by hearing the word fire, we always think about that about the destructive power of the fire. And today, by your presentation, we started thinking about there are some facts which is which makes the fire which is essential also. And we have always seen the fire as a destructive, and always we have seen that it is causing greater environmental impacts, the economic loss, then the property loss, then the loss for the humans, loss for the life. And despite all this, fire plays a crucial role in ecological and practical role that you have emphasized and shown where the power of the fire and power is very much the fire is very much needed for the regeneration, germination, and it is a powerful ecological force. And we have seen the fire. As you have said that we have to celebrate the word fire. And since the fire is being used in the many divine for the divine startings, it is a pure a form to start a good beginning. And so it symbolizes purity, transformation, and a divine energy also. Thank you so much, sir, for spending us with us and for taking us to a voyage of the fire in a positive way. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you so much, Dr. Preeta Manager. Sir, can you please exit your presentation so that we can proceed, sir? Hari, sir, can you please stop sharing your screen so that we can proceed?
Davis, little louder.
Hari, sir, can you please stop presenting your screen so that we can proceed, sir? Ladies and gentlemen, as we come to the continuation of this pre-conference event, please put your hands together in inviting Dr. B. Tanuja to invite our beloved speaker for this evening, Dr. R. Sudha.
Yes. So, very greetings to all. I am privileged to welcome Dr. Sudha for our today's session. She is going to deliver a talk on the invisible power, the air element. Dr. R. Sudha is an accomplished academician and researcher with over 15 years of teaching and nearly 5 years of industrial experience. She holds a PhD in chemistry from Vistas with research expertise in organic synthesis, molecular docking, and single crystal studies. Her work focuses on the medicinal potential of benzoic acids and derivatives. She has guided multiple PhDs and MPhil scholars and published extensively in Scopus indexed journals, a recipient of several awards, including Best Professor and Best Researcher, and also she holds multiple patents and as an author textbooks on renewable energies. Dr. Sudha actively contributes to curriculum design, faculty development, and student mentoring, and is a member of several international scientific societies. So, I am very honored to welcome our today's speaker, Dr. Sudha, for presenting a talk on the invisible power air element. Over to you, Dr. Sudha.
Thank you, Dr. Tanuja madam. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Thank you. First, I would like to express my grateful and thankful to give this a wonderful opportunity to participate and express my topic air element, the invisible cover in IGEN 2025 Environthon. Thank you so much to the organizers. And my topic, today's topic is air element, the invisible cover.
Ma'am, can you please maximize your presentation? Can you please maximize your presentation, ma'am?
So you, Sudha, you can, yeah, yeah. At the right of your screen, at the down, you have a icon to there is a zoom your presentation at the down, at the right down. Is that okay? Yes. I think she has left the meeting. Sudha, are you here? So I think she has left that meeting. So we'll wait for some time.
Ma'am has joined. Sudha, ma'am?
Hello, ma'am.
Ma'am, you are audible, ma'am.
Yeah, you are audible.
What about my presentation, ma'am? Is it visible?
No, Sudha, your presentation is not visible. Shall I share otherwise?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, of course.
Just a minute. So is the screen is visible?
Yeah, is it visible, ma'am? Yeah, visible.
Davis, is that okay? Davis?
You think you have to maximize, ma'am? You can either. Yes, ma'am. It is clear now. Yes.
Now is it okay? Shall I continue?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Yes, let's begin with something simple because it's something interruption due to the Wi-Fi connection. I will ask everyone to take a deep breath. Yeah, now exhale. We just experienced one of the most powerful force in the universe, air. Am I correct? Its invisible weightlessness, often taken for granted. Without it, life ceases to exist in moments. Air is also known as Vayu in Sanskrit. It's one of the 5 Panchabhutas, and we have already entered with 4 different Panchabhutas. Now I enter into the 5th Panchabhuta. Though it is unseen, its effects are all around us, from the gentle rustling of leaves to devastating cyclones, from sustaining every breath we take to carrying the seeds of life across continents. Today, I invite you to explore with me the invisible power of air, not just a physical substance, but as a symbol of life, movement, and interconnectedness. We'll see how ancient wisdom, ecological science, and modern challenges all coverages on this one vital element. Let's begin by asking my presentation. Dr. Tanuja, can you please go to the first slide? Thank you, ma'am. So now first we'll discuss about what are the properties of the air. We know that it is in and around us and everywhere, and it is an invisible matter. It can move the things and made up of different kind of gases. Please move to the next slide. And we know well what are the constituents of the air which contain a different kind of gases like nitrogen, 78%, oxygen, 21%, and the other inert gases like 1%. And we'll discuss about what are the importance of air and atmosphere. It will use it to help. The important thing it is to prevent the sun rays. And air can influence the quality and quantity of other resources also. And it also helps adjust the temperature of the world. And it also helps burns or objects which is falling from the sky. And there's gases which are essential to the living things. And we move on to the next slide. It is a scientific significances. The air, it is act as a vital role for respiration, one not only for the humans, animals, and also plants. And we know well, without food, we can't able to survive in the world. So it is also acts as a vital role to play to act as a photosynthesis process. The plant absorbs carbon dioxide and releases the oxygen. And it is also used to help maintain the weather and the climate, and like the winds, clouds, and rains. And technologically, it is also used to transmission of the sound. And we move on to the next slide. We know air. It is divided into two different types. One is called a soft breeze, and another one is called a gale. And a gale is a strong wave. It is called a storm. And we'll discuss about what is wind. And wind is caused by the unstable heating of the atmosphere, and it is occurs naturally. It is not caused by the human activity, and it can't be used up. In this area of the plant, there will be more wind than others because the air has few obstacles to block the wind. So the most important application of the wind to create a electrical energy. Please go to the next slide. Now we'll enter into the important theme of our IGEN 2025 Environthon is the pollution. So what is air pollution? So we know well, air is important to breathe and important to take part in this all over life. Even though if there is a presence of gases, it should be in a limited percentage. If it is exceed, then it is said to be the pollution. So air pollution consists of the gases, liquids, and the several pollutants also is used to create the, it converted the air into the pollution. So the important pollutant present in the air, it is nothing but carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, and nitrogen dioxide, and still more different gases. So now we enter into the next step of it is to be the greenhouse effect. So the greenhouse effect is a natural process where certain gases in the atmosphere trap heat from the sun, warming the Earth's surface and keeping it inhabitable. The annual greenhouse emission sector, each sector, it is given by the statistical data by means of the industrial process 16.8%, and by means of the power station 21.3%, and by means of the waste disposal and treatment methods 3.4%, and land use of biomass burning 10%, and transportation of the fuels, that is called vehicle emissions 14%, and agriculture byproduct it emitting 12.5%, and residential, commercial, and other sources 10.3%, and by means of fossil fuel retrieval, processing, and distribution 11.3%. So how to reduce these greenhouse gases and cover the protect our environment by means of the 3 R mantras. reduce, reuse, and recycle. So, buying the product with a minimal packaging with the help to reduce the wastage, by recycling half of our household waste, we can save 2,400 pounds of carbon dioxide annually. The next one is use less heat and air conditioning. And the third one is replace your light bulbs by means of using the CFL. And the fourth one is drive less and drive smart. So less driving means emissions beside the saving gasoline, walking, and biking are great forms of exercise. So bioenergy and a plant, the last one is important thing to protect our environment by means of plant a tree. If you have the means of to plant a tree, start digging, trees absorb carbon dioxide and gives off oxygen, and encouraging others to conserve. So we know what are the effects which arises due to the greenhouse effects, and also that air pollutions. The important thing is which affect the human and also the environmental effect. So human which are affected by means of diseases, and environmental effect, it is mainly acid rain, eutrophication, wildlife effect, ozone depletion, crop and forest damage, and global climatic changes. So move to the next one. So the main impact of these effects are climatic system changes, health, economy, environment, ecosystem, forestry, and agriculture. So this is a statistical report which are updated by the state of global air in the year 2024. It shows that air pollution accounted for 8.1 million deaths globally in the year 2021, which became the second leading risk factor for death, including for children under 5 years. Of the total death, non-communicable diseases, including heat diseases, stroke, diabetes, lung cancer, and chronic obstructive pulmonary diseases, which is about 90% of the disease burden from which is obtained from the air pollution. In the year 2021, more than 700,000 deaths in children under 5 years were linked to the air pollution. This represents 50% of the global death in children under 5. Let's move to the most polluted city in the world in the year 2024. And once we go through this statistical report, we come to know our eye-opening about the second place is goes to the Delhi, our capital city of India. It's affected a lot actually. So the 20 most populated city in 2024, what quality report? Delhi is a larger area and New Delhi is a capital area within it. The second position in Delhi's highest ranking since the annual report began 8 years ago. And this statistical report shows that more people are died due to this air pollution over than HIV and AIDS. So, and also the TB and malaria combined. So, what is the main action which is taken by our NGO is significant steps into responding this problem. The government of India is embracing the revision of its ambient air quality standards and has strengthened vehicular and industrial emission standards in recent years. A strong emphasis on expanding renewable energy, promoting electrical vehicles, and supplying LPG cooking fuels to millions of households are some example of the action of India is taking to combat air pollution. The Government of India National Clean Air Program is a powerful step in acknowledging and resolving the problem of deteriorating ambient air quality. The NCAP has set a time-bound goal for improving air quality across the country, with a focus on around 132 non-attainment cities where air pollution standards are not being met. The NCAP provides cities an overall framework for developing air quality management plans with guidance on policies across a range of sectors. In the year 2020, based on the recommendation of the 15th Finance Commissions, the Government of India has set aside about $1.7 billion to fight air pollution over the next 5 years for the 42 Indian cities have million plus populations, provided they reduce their air pollution level by 15% every year. This is the world first performance based on this air pollution statistical report. So my conclusion of this forum is living with ecological awareness, respecting nature balance, and honoring air as a breath of life. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Sudha ma'am, for giving us a report on the air and the facts of the air, properties of the air, importance of the air, and scientific significance. And we understand that India's the Delhi state is standing in the second position of the most polluted states in the world, according to the 2024 status. And it is seriously alarming, and we have to think about how to enhance the quality of the air, and we have to improve the quality of the air for the next generation. And according to 2021, it was very saddened to hear that 7 lakh children under 5 years have succumbed to death. And we must have a pure air for the next generation, and we cannot live without a moment or a fraction of a second without the presence of the air. So thank you so much for giving us valuable informations, insights, and the seriousness, effects, impacts, and with the statistics data about the quality of the air and air pollution, and how to reduce the air pollution. Thank you, Dr. Sudha ma'am.
Dr. Sudha ma'am, for your deliberated information. And thank you so much, Dr. Preetam George, for summarizing our beloved moderator for this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, as we move on to our final speaker of this panel, joining me will be Dr. Prathipa to introduce our final speaker for this evening, Dr. Sarbani Mitra.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Davis, for giving me the opportunity to introduce Dr. Sarbani Mitra. Dr. Sarbani Mitra is not just an educator or an academician. She is a champion of life. She has completed her graduations from Calcutta University. Then she pursued MBA from Calcutta University and completed a PhD in business administration from Department of Business Administration under the Faculty of Engineering, Technology and Management, University of Kalyani. Dr. Mitra is currently working as the professor and head department of MBA HRM in IIS WBM, which is Indian Institute of Social Welfare and Business Management, which is one of the first management institute of the country. Dr. Mitra has formerly headed the Department of Executive Management, the Department of Fire Safety Management, and the Department of Supply Chain and Logistics Management. And she has been the faculty member of Department of Environment Management. Dr. Mitra is also the Joint Secretary of AEE USA of IISBM WBM Kolkata Chapter, India, and Liaison Officer, Council on Women in Energy and Environment Leadership. Dr. Mitra has been the joint editor of Survey, a management research journal of IISWBM. She is also the honorary editor-in-chief on the editorial board for Management and Finance Bulletin, Africa's Journals. She is the honorary guest editor of Journal of the Calcutta Management Association, the country's first regional management association, and a prime mover behind the formation of the parent body of the All India Management Association. Dr. Mitra has received a number of prestigious awards. She has received the Leading Educationist of India Award under the Certificate of Excellence of 2025 for individual excellence in recognition of flattering merit, excellent performance, and outstanding contribution for the progress of the nation and worldwide. She is a woman of many talents and highly educated to be the best from the rest. She has received the Best Indian Global Golden Personalities Award for outstanding achievements and distinguished services to the nation in the field of corporate sustainability on June 30, 2025. Another significant award which she has received in 2021 is AEE World Energy Conference and Expo, which was held in New Orleans, LA, USA. That is CWEL USA Chapter Champion Award for outstanding contribution to advance women in environmental protection and energy conservation through our services. Recently, she received Distinguished Woman Researcher Award in Corporate Sustainability under the discipline of management for a remarkable woman for the exceptional contribution to fundamental discoveries, new theories or insights that have an impact on the discipline and beyond, and cutting-edge achievements sponsored by Venus International Foundation, Tamil Nadu. Another notable award which she has received and stood first is IBS Kolkata, the Telegraph Award for Management Writing as the best research paper of international conference organized by ICFI Business School, Kolkata in association with AIMS. She is also feathered with another noteworthy award, Young Scientist Award in the National Seminar on Climate Change, Challenges and Mitigation, organized by the Central Calcutta Science and Cultural Organization for Youth, Kolkata, in cooperation with Ministry of Earth Science and Ministry of Environment and Forest, Government of India, and Department of Science and Technology and Department of Environment. She has been selected for the Best Citizens of India Award in recognition of exceptional caliber and outstanding performance in the area of work, which has been sponsored by Best Citizens of India of 2017, International Publishing House, New Delhi. She has also been selected for globally reputed presentation of Rashtriya Gaurav Award, along with the Certificate of Excellence for worthy example that inspires others towards certain remarkable achievement, sponsored by India International Friendship Society, New Delhi, January 2024-2017. January 24, 2017. Dr. Mitra has received Jitendranath Bhaduri Memorial Medal as Best Student for Environment Management for the session 1996 to 1998. Recently, she has received an appreciation award for continued support to FSAI Kolkata chapter by Fire and Security Association of India in Foundation Day 10th year celebration of FSI, March 12, 2022 at HHI Kolkata. She has published more than 70 research papers in various national and international journals, more than 110 proceedings in international and national conferences, seminars, and a textbook on environmental management and business strategies, and one handbook on industrial ecology, waste and management strategies as co-author, and contributed chapters in various books. She visited Houston, Texas, USA to present a paper at 4th International Conference on Environmental Science and Technology sponsored by American Academy of Sciences. Dr. Mitra is actively engaged in teaching on various dimensions on environmental, social, as well as marketing and HR studies. She has more than 25 years of research and teaching experience in the field of CSR, environment, social, and safety management. She has been associated with more than 140 research and consultancy projects in the field of socio-economy, environment, health and safety, CSR, CD activities, etc., funded by World Bank, Asian Development Bank, JBIC, NTPC, UNDP, WBP, DCL, WBPCP, WBIDC, KMDA, WSEDCL, Adani Power, Reliance Extra as project team leader. In her career, she has organized more than 45 MDPs for industrial engineers, employers of various public and private enterprises, micro, small and medium enterprises and textiles department, Government of West Bengal, Steel Authority of India Limited, Schneider Electric Infrastructure Limited, CSC, Tata Steel, Indian Oil Management Academy, NTPC, and various thermal power stations of WBP, DCL. She has been empaneled as the PhD guide in public systems, social welfare and management under University of Calcutta at IISWBM. She has also been empaneled as PhD guide in business management, Department of Business Management and Commerce, Department of Commerce under the University of Calcutta. She is currently guiding 8 PhD scholars of University of Calcutta. 2 PhD scholars have been awarded under the University of Calcutta under her supervision. 6 students have successfully completed MPhil in management under University of Calcutta under her supervision.
Pradipta sir, excuse me, sir.
Okay. It's my honor to call Madam Mitra to this
Yes,
presentation.
sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Yes, Madam Mitra.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Am I audible?
Yes, madam.
Okay. So let me first focus on today's theme.
Davis,
First of
you
all,
have to
I
do the
would
Davis,
like
you
to
have to do
mention.
the sorry, madam, sorry, 1 minute. Davis, you have to do the screen sharing.
Yes. Okay.
Davis, you have to do the screen sharing. Yes, madam, you can start.
Is it okay? Okay, very good. So, first of all, I should mention that it's my privilege to be invited here in this particular platform where very pertinent theme will be has already been started to mention. Um, you know that what we are going to discuss regarding the Panchabhuta, and already it has been discussed that there are 5 elements of creation, and right now we are already gone to an end of discussion of the last element of creation, that is Akash. So my theme is space exploration. I should mention that I would like
Ma'am,
to thank.
sorry to interrupt you, ma'am. Can you just adjust your video?
Camera.
Yeah, camera. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Camera
Little more.
already, it is on.
It's
No.
on. Little more further down, ma'am. We are not able to. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
In this
Thank you.
way?
Thank you. Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Very good.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Definitely, I am thankful to the organizer and the total team for the coordination and the proper integration of these Panchabhutas under common platform. Now, today's topic is what we have selected for this presentation, space exploration. And how does it has an impact on environment, whether there is any positive impact or any adverse impact, and what is our country's role here, in which way we can think of adopting the strategy for minimizing any adverse impact, if any. So please go to the next slide. I'm asking the organizer. Okay. So first, let me first focus to the definition of space exploration. In which way we can define the word this space exploration? Definitely from the term itself, it is clear that it is nothing other than some kind of advancement in technology. Yes, it is. Space exploration is the investigation of outer space, where we are using the spacecraft and other technologies to gather information, what is going on outside our own planet. That is definitely we want to search, we want to investigate. So for doing that, our researchers, our scientists are getting involved in such kind of activities. It encompasses both the robotic missions and human space flight, and there is a specific goal of advancing the scientific knowledge. We are always running after technological development and potentially even enabling future colonization. So go to next slide, please. Now, let us find out that what are the various environmental impacts. Next slide, please. What are the various environmental impacts due to the various activities of space exploration? One by one. Though space exploration provides invaluable scientific advancement, technological breakthrough, but our earlier researches shows that there are a lot of environmental consequences which are increasingly drawing attention from the scientists and the policymakers alike. What kind of the impact? First is rocket emission. Due to this, it releases, the pollutants like carbon dioxide, water vapor, that means greenhouse gases, black carbon, which is actually termed as soot, chlorine-based compound into the atmosphere. And we know black carbon, it can absorb sunlight. It warms the surrounding air. So it amplifies the global warming. All of us are very much aware of the consequences of global warming. You know that once there will be the increase in temperature, then automatically the glaciers will be melted, the low-lying areas will be inundated, and definitely the inevitable result is flooding and the rehabilitation of the local communities. So a lot of primary, secondary, tertiary impact, lot of minor impact, major impact, and the long-term impact. Similarly, one statistical data shows that hourly global warming impact from this sustaining human in space is around, you see, what is the alarming figure, 1,500 to 3,500 kg carbon dioxide equivalent per hour. If we think of ozone depletion, another inevitable impact, chlorine-based rocket propellants and other emitted compounds, they deplete the ozone layer. We are all aware of the positive impact, impact of the aspect of ozone layer. It actually prevents incoming harmful ultraviolet. But once the ozone layer will be getting depleted, then it increases the harmful ultraviolet exposure and it disrupts the atmospheric circulation. Coming to climate change part, as we have already mentioned, there is greenhouse gas emission from rockets. It contributes to atmospheric pollution and it exacerbates climate change. That's why currently we are finding that either severe rain, we are suffering from severe rain or severe or scorching heat. So these are the inevitable adverse impact due to the space exploration. Please go to the next slide. Another inevitable effect is space debris. The increasing number of satellite and debris in Earth's orbit, which includes the defunct satellite, rocket parts, it poses risk of collision, sometimes disruption to essential service like climate monitoring, communication. And you know, statistical result shows that as of September 2024, total 19,590 satellites have been launched, where out of which 13,230 still in orbit. And out of 13,230, 10,200 are operational. So automatically it is clear that huge number of space debris is found in the space. And total mass of space object exceeds 13,000 tons, which contributes to pollution by space debris due to this overcrowding in low Earth orbit. Now, if I go to the non-functional satellites and debris from collisions, add to the growing problem of space junk and making space increasingly inaccessible. This debris can disrupt radio wave sensor accuracy, affects critical system for disaster tracking, causes climate monitoring problem in climate monitoring and communication. There are two inevitable effects that have been included here. Kessler syndrome. What is this Kessler syndrome? You know that potential for a cascade of collisions creating over more debris is a major concern, which potentially renders parts of Earth's orbit unusable. What are the various atmospheric impacts? When satellites and debris re-enter the atmosphere, they can burn up. It releases metallic ash and other pollutants that may affect atmospheric dynamics and the climate. Please go to the next slide. Now, another inevitable impact, adverse impact, resource extraction. Mining activities on celestial bodies, it has a far-reaching adverse environmental consequence, causing habitat destruction and extraterrestrial contaminants in production. Similar adverse impacts take place in terms of energy consumption. You know that the production of satellites and rockets, along with ground operations and transportation of components, contribute to environmental impact through energy consumption and emission. Another thing, satellite manufacturing. Production of satellite involves energy-intensive process that contributes significantly to their carbon footprint, particularly through the use of metals and composites. Satellite propulsion system also releases various additional emissions during its orbital adjustment. Even satellites burn up during re-entry. It releases metallic satellite ash that could alter the atmospheric dynamic and harms the climate. What are the various emerging threats? Space mining. Though it has not been yet operational, but again, we should mention it poses a potential threat to both Earth and space environment. And increased industrial activity in orbit could intensify environmental adverse impact, compounding the challenges posed by current space operation. Next slide, please. Now, in which way this kind of the environmental adverse impact can be mitigated? What are the various strategies? From management point of the view, what are the various strategies? Strategy number one, if we go transform to the cleaner fuel, so shifting towards fuel like liquid hydrogen or biofuel, it can reduce harmful emission during launches. Another strategy, space debris mitigation. We have to find out various mitigative strategies of generation of space debris. As for example, strategies like designing satellite for deorbiting at the end of their lifespan and developing active debris removal technology. These are the crucial thoughts for managing the space debris. Third kind of strategy, sustainable launch practice. If we can optimize the launch trajectories and reduce the overall number of launches, then automatically the environmental impact can be minimized. Strategy number four, international cooperation and regulation. We have to strengthen international agreement and regulation that governs space activity, including the emission limit and debris mitigation guideline, which is very much vital for ensuring the long-term sustainability. Step 5, sustainable technology. We have to develop and adopt eco-friendly rocket fuel. We have to think of, you see, we are, right now we are talking about, instead of the closed open economy, we are talking about circular economy. That means we are going to focus, reduce, reuse, recycle. So here also the same concept. We have to think of adoption of reusable rocket and in-orbit servicing capability, which can help reduce emission and waste. Step 6, industry collaboration. That is very much important in case of any management practice, some collaboration, industry collaboration. Government, we have to work together. Government, space agency, private company need to work together to promote sustainable practice throughout the entire space exploration life cycle, from design and manufacturing to what we are talking about, from cradle to grave management. In case of waste management practice, we are talking about that. So similarly here, from design and manufacturing to launch and disposal, we have to think of some kind of the collaborative activities. Next slide, please. Now, if we want to adopt the sustainable space exploration, what are the barriers? What are the negative aspects that we have to overcome? First, lack of regulations. Space activities are not covered by agreement like the Paris Accord. Living emission and debris largely unregulated. Without this clear guideline, there will be rapid increase in satellite and debris, which will lead to overcrowded orbit and will make future missions more costly and riskier. While the Outer Space Treaty, in the year 1967 emphasizes responsible use, it lacks binding provision for environmental sustainability. In 2019, the United Nations Committee on the Peaceful Uses of Outer Space adopted the 21 voluntary guidelines for the long-term sustainability of space activity. But this is the time where we have to rethink whether we are following that guidelines or not. However, this lack of binding regulations and conflicting national and commercial priorities hinder the implementation of this guideline and makes it challenging to achieve the unified approach to space sustainability. Next, please. Another thing that is very much important, we should mention commercial exploitation of space, one of the important barriers. It involves generating revenue through space-related technologies and services such as space resource recovery from asteroids, developing commercial space stations, offering space tourism driven by profit-focused company, which may undermine the sustainability efforts. Now, which kind of the activity is very much expensive. Developing and implementing sustainable technologies for space exploration is definitely expensive. And it includes costs related to debris mitigation, sustainable fuel alternatives, long-term missions, all of which require significant investment. But so we have to think which one strategy will give us the cost-effective, economically feasible strategy. We have to find out. Achieving sustainability in space requires advanced technology for debris removal, efficient propulsion system, life support system for long duration mission. So many of these technologies are still in the development stage, and we think that it demands substantial investment. And another thing, parallelly, we have to keep in mind security and commercial interests often hinder real-time satellite and debris tracking, which is also very much essential for coordinated space traffic management. Now we have to think, where does India stand on this space sustainability issue? In case of private sector engagement, the formal establishment of the Indian National Space Promotion and Authorization Center in space, it is expected to boost the role of private companies. As for example, I want to highlight startups like Agnikul, Skyroot, Dhruva Space. These are the developing sustainable satellite launch vehicles and technology. Manastu Space Technologies has delivered the iBooster green propulsion system to the Defense Research and Development Organization. The system uses a hydrogen peroxide-based fuel for safer and cost-effective satellite operations. So what we have mentioned, that we have to use the clean technology and pollution prevention system. So that's why India is actually going to adopt this particular technology, hydrogen peroxide-based fuel for safer and cost-effective satellite operation like orbit raising and deorbiting. Finally, where is India regarding in terms of space debris management and in-orbit servicing? Indian Space Research ISRO Network for Space Object Tracking and Analysis project, it aims to track space debris, provides critical data to protect space assets and help manage risk. This kind of the initiative, what we have mentioned earlier, that Kessler syndrome, it prevents that kind of the syndrome where collision creates more debris. India also collaborated with the US on the space object monitoring under a pact signed in 2022. And in case of in-orbit servicing, ISRO is developing the SPADEX to dock satellite for refueling and other service, which will enhance satellite longevity and mission flexibility. So the way forward, where we want to go, what is our destination? After 5 years, where do we want to see ourselves in terms of technology innovation, in terms of mitigating the orbital debris, in terms of global traffic management, in terms of policy and governance, in terms of public-private partnership? All of these 5 issues should be taken into consideration, and this is the right time where we want to adopt the strategy. You see, under technological innovation, the electric propulsion is efficient for low thrust mission, but not suitable for heavy lift operation. Nuclear propulsion presents a potential option, but it carries again risk of nuclear radiation pollution in the event of an accident within Earth's atmosphere. In case of mitigating the orbital debris, investment in autonomous debris removal technology, such as robotic arms and lasers, it is essential for cleaning up existing debris. Deorbiting satellite from LEO to geostationary orbit or higher orbit can reduce the risk of re-entry into Earth's atmosphere and minimize the debris accumulation. In terms of global traffic management, overcoming the data sharing resistance and building trust with security protocols are the key for effective space traffic management. In case of policy and government can enforce emission caps, debris mitigation, offers incentive for green technology and pollution prevention through subsidies and penalty to promote a sustainable space industry. And finally, in terms of public-private partnership, collaboration between government and public entities is the key to funding sustainable technology. Shared accountability frameworks ensure mutual responsibility for sustainability in space. Okay, with this, I want to conclude by saying that thanks to all of you, the organizers, Mr. Mukherjee, for organizing such kind of the very informative program. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sarbani Mitra, ma'am. And I hope that you have this is the first time you are coming for this type of conference, and you have enjoyed the time spending with us. And we are thankful to Dr. Pradeepta sir for introducing you, and thank you, ma'am, for the explanations on the space explorations, implications on the environment. And you have clearly told about the transition to cleaner fuels, space debris mitigations, sustainable launch practices, international cooperation regulation, sustainable technologies, industry collaborations, etc. And where does India stand on the space sustainability? That was the most interesting slide for me. Thank you so much once again, ma'am. And we request you to extend your hands to uh, help us to complete our online or offline competitions, online competitions in your institution. We request you to we have the paper publications also, that you spread the word of mouth, through the word of mouth, about the paper publication, and contribute towards the IGEN publications also, ma'am. Thank you so much, sir, ma'am.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Over to you, Davis.
Thanks to Dr. Sarbani Mitra, and thank you so much, Dr. Preeta Mehta, for connecting with us for the entire making of this event as a moderator. Green evening, green contributors, green spectators, leading the way to succeed in sustainability. Ladies and gentlemen, as we come to the conclusion of this beautiful occasion, please allow me to introduce to you a very good friend of mine, Christina Gandhi, to present the vote of thanks.
Christina,
Good
are you
evening,
there?
everyone.
Yes, Christina, switch on the camera also.
Yes, ma'am.
Sheena, have you switched on your video? It's not visible.
Yes, bro.
Krishna, present, you can present.
My video is on only.
Yes,
As we come to the conclusion of this thought-provoking, am I visible to you all?
Yes, go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. As we come to the conclusion of this thought-provoking pre-conference to on from soil to sky, the Panchabuddha's path to ecological wisdom, it is my privilege to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of Institute of Green Engineers, IGEN. We express our sincere thanks to Dr. L. Ramesh, President of IGEN, for his inspiring leadership and unwavering commitment to sustainable development. We begin this evening with inspiring opening remarks by Engineer D. Rahul Gokul, Director of IGEN, and a warm welcome address from Dr. K. Manimala, setting a perfect tone for today's session. Our sincere thanks to Dr. Ishrat Mira Mizana for providing a comprehensive overview of IGEN Environthon 2025, and to Dr. E. Kavita for briefing us on the calls for paper encouraging academic and practitioner engagement. We express our heartfelt appreciation to the elemental heads who brought the depth and relevance to the core theme by presenting the ecological wisdom behind each Panchabuddha. Dr. Anjum Kusheri, Elemental Head of Earth, Dr. K. Manimala, Elemental Head of Water, Dr. P. Selvaraj, Elemental Head of Fire, Dr. B. Tanuja, Elemental Head of Air, Dr. Pradipta, Elemental Head of Space. We also thank Dr. S. Sangeeta for sharing the history of COP30 and Dr. Preeta Mary George for highlighting the goals and importance of COP30 in today's global environmental context. A special note of thanks goes to our panel of speakers who contributed their expertise and insights with clarity and depth. Dr. Hardeep Singh, Dr. S. Sridhar, Dr. S. Harihara Sudan, Dr. R. Sudha, Dr. Sadbani Mitra, your contributions added immense value to this pre-conference and helped us understand the connections between traditional ecological concepts and modern climate change challenges. We also extend appreciation to Mr. Davis for anchoring the session with clarity and professionalism. To all our attendees, thank you for joining us this evening and for your ongoing commitment to walk the path from soil to sky, carrying the wisdom of the elements into every step we take toward the greener future. Thank you once again. Stay connected, stay green.
So much, Christina Gandhi, for that deliberated information by presenting the vote of thanks.